Hi everyone, this is Kim Goyette, your meditation mother, coming to you live from Austin, Texas. I don't know if it's the world climate or my internal climate, but I have been feeling some mega emotions lately, including anger, frustration, resentment, all these things boiling up, and it hasn't been pretty. And I noticed that we're approaching the autumn equinox, which is a time to really reflect on our dark side. That's right as we're moving into the darker days. And so I thought this class would be all about honoring our dark side. So let's get going.
Yoga for everybody with Meditation Mutha.
We'll start on hands and knees. And we're just going to open the knees up nice and wide, bring the toes to touch, walk the fingertips out in front of us, and then start to drop the forehead towards the earth. If you need a cushion, a block, or a blanket underneath the forehead, do so. And then just allow your elbows to relax all the way down to the earth in child's pose. You might, if it feels too much on your knees, you can always put a blanket behind the knees and prop your hips up a little higher. And we're just going to take the next few breaths to really sink into whatever emotions have been coming up for us lately. So there's always the yin and the yang, and we can't always be upbeat and happy. There's a dark side to each and every one of us. We're living in a human condition, and so we're not perfect. And so we need to honor both the light and the dark sides of us so that we can maintain a nice balance between the two. So just noticing any emotions that come up today. And take a deep breath into the armpits, expand from right to left. Exhale, soften the chest, release towards that darkness. Oftentimes we build walls around that negative side of us, or what we perceive as the negative side. And we put it in a box and we stop our acknowledgement of that person. But what we really need to do, this is the time of year where we need to sit with that dark side and just acknowledge what it's all about, what's coming up, any emotions, where we're finding those emotions in our body, in our mind. And then releasing and letting go to create space for abundance to prosper in the springtime. Let's come back to hands and knees. This time we're going to take the right arm, bring it up high, up towards the sky, and sweep it all the way through. Come to the outer edge of your right ear, the back of your right shoulder. If you hear some funny noises, it's my puppy going crazy in the background. Press into your left hand. Take your left hip and draw it back. Good. Stay here for just a moment. Start to press into the right shoulder. If you want, you can sweep that left arm back behind. We'll be here for a few breaths. So get into a position that's comfortable for you and sustainable. And we're going to use this time to soften into the posture, to move towards the darkness, to move towards ourselves. So take an inhale here. Exhale, soften the chest, relax the shoulder. Maybe the jaw relaxes. Inhale, expand. Exhale, see where you can release. Surrender towards the darkness. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Good. Unwinding our sense that we have to be perfect. It's impossible. So let's just really hold that space for our dark side. Let's inhale that left arm up, sweep it all the way through, come to the outer edge of your left ear, plant your right hand this time. Draw your right hip back a little bit. If you want, sweep your right hand back on your low back, palm face up, and start to expand the breath. Exhale, sinking. Good. Inhale, expand the ribs. Exhale, soften the chest down. Take the next breath to surrender, release anything that no longer serves you on the exhale. Good, come back to center. And we'll cross the ankles and sweep them all the way through. Come to seated towards the back of your mat, and you can lengthen your legs out in front. Flex your feet, separate your feet from right to left a little bit. Give yourself a lot of space. We're going to do a nice big folding forward. It's almost like an honoring or surrendering of who we are, all aspects of ourselves. So bend the knees generously. You can bring your hands towards your thighs if you want. Sit up nice and tall, and then exhale, start to fold forward wherever that is for you. So it might be here. You might start to reach your hands down on the earth or your legs, or walk the hands towards the feet. Just relax the back of the neck. Good. Notice what comes up for you. Is it agitation? Or is it a feeling of letting go? It doesn't matter. Just noticing. Separate the backs of the teeth. Start to deepen the breath and direct the breath in between the shoulder blades. Expand. Exhale, surrender the chest. Maybe walk the hands forward a fraction of an inch. Good. Inhale, expand. Exhale. One more time on your own, just noticing where you can release and surrender. Good. One more deep breath here. All the way up. Nice. Let's do a twist. So you can keep the legs extended. We're just going to do a gentle twist where we take the right hand, bring it to the outer edge of the left leg, then reach back behind us, almost like a kickstand, and start to turn the body. You can look over the back shoulder, just wring it out. Take this time to be present with yourself, all aspects of yourself. Oftentimes, we show up to yoga, we look around at other practitioners and they seem so positive and a lot of joy going on. And underneath it all, there might be agitation. It's just a front. So it's okay to show that side of yourself, to be human, to be real. Just allowing for whatever emotions that arise. Good. Let's unwind and we'll try the other side. So same thing, left hand on the inner part of the right leg this time. Reach back behind like a kickstand. Look over the back shoulder. Relax your shoulders away from the ears. Nice long spine. Take a few breaths here. Just wringing out any of the junk. Literally, it's like you're squeezing a sponge, getting any of the physical toxins or energetic toxins out of the body. And slowly unwind. Great. Let's cross the ankles one more time. We'll come back to hands and knees, and we're going to take it all the way down onto our bellies. Lengthen the legs all the way down. And then just stack the hands one on top of the other. Rest your forehead on the hands. You can roll the ankles out, releasing any tension in the low back. Stay here for just a few breaths, really honoring the space that you're in. Good. Every part of you. Good. The bad, the ugly, whatever that is for you. The head aligned with the heart. And just bringing your awareness to your breath. Being present with every aspect of yourself. One more deep breath here. Good. Relax the head, hands under the shoulders. We're going to roll over onto our backs. This time you can stay in this position facing where you are and just lengthen the legs all the way down below. Bend the knees, knees point up towards the sky, arms along your side. Lift the hips an inch or so off the mat and move them more towards the right, about an inch, and drop them down. Hug the knees into the chest. If you'd like, open up the arms out to the side and then allow both knees to fall to the left. So we're going to do a few more minutes of ringing out. Just kind of making space. We've acknowledged who we are at every angle. And now it's time to release what no longer serves us, so that there's room for more seeds to be planted, to be germinated, and to sprout in the next couple of seasons. A few more breaths, wrapping the ribs towards the right. Good. Bring the knees back to center on your next exhale and plant the feet. Shift your hips back to center. Pause for just a moment. Notice any differences from right to left. Let's push into the feet. Lift the hips. Move them over to the left this time. Drop them down. Hug the knees in. And then rock both knees over to the right. Good. Keep coming so that your legs are resting. Don't worry about that left shoulder lifting up. Just wherever you are today. And allowing for the next few breaths to soften into this space. Feel that sensation of ringing out, moving that stagnant energy. And with every exhale, just releasing into the space in front of you. And one more deep breath here. Exhale, bring the knees back to center. Plant the feet, shift the hips. Good, and just take a moment here, again, noticing any differences from right to left. Let's push into the feet one more time. Move your hips more towards your heels and then slowly lower down. Traction out the spine. Bring your arms along your side, palms face up, and then lengthen the feet out to the corners of your mat. Legs are long, ankles roll wide. Gently close the eyes. Take this moment to scan your body. Notice if any part of you needs a little extra attention. Because no matter what the behavior, every child needs attention. They grow with attention. They thrive with attention. So we need to honor and acknowledge all aspects of ourselves. And just inviting the breath in more fully where we feel any tension. On an exhale, just releasing, visualizing that energy relieving and getting out of the body. Good. Begin to move your fingers and toes, ankles and wrists. Excellent. And we will hug the knees into the chest, roll over to one side, make your way all the way up to seated. And we're going to finish the practice with just a little bit of breath work and visualization. What I'd love for you to do is reach your arms out nice and wide. We're going to bring the left hand to the right shoulder and then the right hand to the left shoulder. And just give yourself a nice hug. I know this is kind of a weird way to get into it, but grab onto your arms, give yourself a nice hug. Tuck your chin a little bit. Good. And we're just going to stay here for a moment, rocking side to side, kind of cradling yourself in whatever way feels good. And just really holding on to your entire body, giving yourself a full body hug. Rocking side to side, almost like you are hugging a small child. And just directing all your love, your attention
to this being that is you. And noticing any sensations or emotions that might come up with the rocking, with the hugging, with the attention. Just being very gentle with yourself. And taking this moment in your own mind to notice and visualize different aspects of yourself, different ways that you show up in the world. And just give yourself an extra squeeze while every version of you shows up. The smiley version, the angry version, the frustrated version, the silly version, whatever that is for you. Just continue to rock back and forth, acknowledging all parts of yourself. And start to slow the rocking down. And find yourself back at center. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Good. Take a deep breath in and hold, hold, hold. Bowing forward. Exhale. Honor yourself. All parts of you. And gently come up. Release the hands and bring the hands to heart center. Bowing the mind to the heart. Thanking all versions of yourself for showing up today, for being present, for stepping forward and allowing yourself to acknowledge. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I'm Kim Goyette, your meditation mother. If you like this video and you want to be the first to receive weekly videos, please subscribe to my YouTube channel at Yoga with Meditation Mutha. And if you want to join an incredible community, we're having a women's virtual retreat coming up October 17th. You can go to www.meditationmutha, that's MUTHA.com, and check it out. See you next time.